Hello Live! Matt here with Pokemon Legends ZA Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Part 10 after the ending kanina. And by the way you guys, I'm recording this on a Thursday, October 23 kasi busy ako bukas, Friday. So, without further ado, let's play. Ayun, so natapos ko na yung ending kanina. And right now, we're doing post-game dito sa Pokemon Legends ZA. Eto. There's a Pokeball containing a Lucario on the table. Do you want to take it with you? Yes. And there's a letter from AZ near the Pokeball. To MattJerome, I leave you my Lucario as a symbol of my gratitude and respect. This Lucario was given to me by a certain trainer who hoped it might keep me safe. If you should ever meet her, please tell her that I kept it with me until the end. I must tell you that I have found you to be a Pokemon trainer of the highest caliber. In all my 3,000 years wandering this world, I never did I imagine I might encounter a human who would achieve Mega Evolution with Zygarde. I find so many memories flit through my mind now. Here at the end of things, I remember my mother giving me my Floette, grasping her rare black flower. I remember the flames of war taking everything from me. I remember the amazement, the joy of witnessing Mega Evolution for the first time. I remember my encounters with the legendary Pokemon of Kalos. I remember when that dark day fell over Galar. All that falls into the past disappears. These memories will fade, as will I. No, AZ, you won't fade. Your story is only just beginning, dear MattJerome. I pray that you will live a life free from regret. I am truly glad to have known you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, we've unlocked judging Pokemon stats. The Judge feature gives you a concrete evaluation of your individual Pokemon stats so you can gauge their latent potential. From the stats section of your Pokemon summary, press the R stick to toggle between numbers and what the Judge feature says about each stat. Wow. And it's a level 50 as well, so take that as you will. And yung original trainer niya is si Corina. Aww. Kung nakahuli na ako ng phalanx eh, bakit wala siya dito? Ito. Oh, di ko alam kung anong number siya pero bibigyan ko na rin ng item. Anyway, let's get going. Morning or afternoon, I guess. It's not been a restful few days for any of us, I imagine. Not after that awful battle with the tower and AZ passing away. Yeah, that awful tower won't quit hanging around in my nightmares. At least they've been able to clean things up. The reopening ceremony for Centrico Plaza should be wrapping up about now, in fact. I'm glad that the plaza's fixed, but is now really the time for having ceremonies? Now is exactly the time, I'd say. We've got to celebrate where we can, even if it feels hard. After 2 catastrophes in 5 years, Lumios needs all the happy occasions it can get. I guess you have a point. Anyway, did you figure out what you're gonna do, MattJerome? What I will do? About your wish. The one you get for reaching rank A. Should have gotten a message about it when you signed up on the ZA app. Anyone who attains the highest rank, rank A, will earn the right to call themselves one of Lumios' strongest trainers and be granted a wish, as long as it is in our power to fulfill. Does that ring a bell? I suppose your next step would be to talk to Vinny about what you desire. Well, you'll need to figure out what to ask for first, right? You saved the city. I bet they would give you anything. Hey, all of you, come here a second. Main Mission 38, the future of Lumio City. I found something while I was sorting through AZ's stuff. Is that a letter? Could it be his will? I think so. Here, I'll read it loud. Or I'll read it out. The music. To Team MZ, my dear friends. If you're reading this letter, then it would seem my time has finally come to an end. I leave you these instructions and final wishes. First, do with Hotel Z as you see fit. It is yours. If keeping it running would place a burden on your young lives, you may sell it. I ask only that you continue to look after Floette and all those who live in Lumio City. I have been blessed to see the people of the city grow closer to all their new Pokemon neighbors. It is as young as it is as you young ones once said, a joining of X and Y axes that were never expected to meet. May you all bring about a true evolution in the relationship between Pokemon and humankind. I have lived so very, very long and seen so many go before me. Now, when you think about it, when someone has lived 3,000 years, you've seen a lot, you've met a lot, you've lost a lot. That's crazy. But thanks to you all, I know I will now go to meet my own ending with a smile on my face. I thank you from the bottom of my... I thank you from the bottom of this old heart. Signed, AZ. Oh, AZ. When we left him on the roof the day the tower went berserk, he must have already been prepared for his end. Yeah, I think so. Well, I'm glad he saw fireworks that night. So, what will we do about the hotel? We probably don't need to worry about turning it into a thriving business, right? AZ did tell us he saw it more as his own final residence than anything. He did, yes, but keeping a building like this in good repair won't be cheap. Should we ask Vinny for help? I bet Quasartico would lend a hand. I wouldn't want to use our ZA Royal wish on this. I don't think it is what we worked so hard for. Vinny, what's up? You were promised one wish to be granted if you achieved rank A. It's time we took care of that. Please join us on the south side of Centrico Plaza. Understood. See you at Centrico Plaza. We'll be waiting for you. You all heard that, right? It's time to go meet Vinny. Guess you've got until you reach Centrico Plaza to figure out what you want to ask for. I'll figure it out. I suspect everyone's quite curious to see what our two A-ranked trainers will request. You're probably right, but there's no point getting nervous about it. Let's head to Centrico Plaza. My dear Team MZ, why are you here? We simply had to find out what both of you A-ranked trainers would wish for. The bottom line is this. I would love nothing more than the opportunity to battle all of you again. Then why not just ask us to battle like trainers normally do? I am so glad you asked. My dream is to help every resident of Lumios become the best trainer they can be. And my dream is to make the citizens of Lumios strong so that we can get rid of wild zones. Oh dear, I would never have expected to share a dream with someone like you. Nevertheless, certainly would not object if you felt inclined to ask on my behalf for a tournament that is open to every trainer in Lumios. As for the name, how about something like Le Sublime Ultra Tournoi de Jacinthe? At that point, would you even call it a tournament? Oh, whatever. Vinny's waiting. Let's go. Sorry guys. A tower has long stood here in Lumio City, which is in the center of the Kalos region. It once held a 2,000-year-old device. Oh gosh, it's raining. Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us today, children. First of all, I offer my most sincere apologies to Team MZ regarding the Prism Tower affair. It should have been up to Quasartico to resolve the situation, yet it fell to you to rescue Lumios's residents, human and Pokemon alike. We owe you all a great debt. Really, it wasn't that much. And the Prism Tower thing was no one's fault. It's not like you could have just told the whole city something was up. It would have caused a panic. It is just such a shame that AZ's attempt to protect Lumios went so wrong. But we managed to right it, with the help of all those tough trainers MattJerome had battled. Anyway, I think we would have tried to help out no matter what. We love Lumios after all. It does my heart good to hear that you all feel this way. With that said, Vinny? Yes, Madam President. As you know, reaching rank A in the ZA Royale earns you the right to have one wish granted, as long as that wish is within the capability of Quasartico Incorporated to grant, of course. What about the person you've been searching for, Tawny? You could get help looking for them. That's a personal thing, I guess. I can just find them myself. A wish this big feels like it should go towards something that would help everyone. Oh, I know. We could combine your two wishes. I bet that would get us something really cool. They're the ones with the wishes, you know, not you, Lita. In that case, what do you say, MattJerome? Hmm. Well, if we're going by AZ's request or final wishes, I want us to live in harmony with Pokemon. I feel you, but that's Quasartico's whole mission. We can leave that up to them. In that case, what do you say, MattJerome? I want more Pokemon to live. Oh. We've already made Centrico Plaza into our new Wild Zone 20, allowing Pokemon to settle there. I'm afraid adding even more into the city at this point would be problematic. Okay, the last one. I want us all to battle Pokemon together. That seems like one promising way to make the city as joyful as it can be. Jacinth and the others sure seemed hype about that idea. I fully support more Pokemon battles. Should we ask for the ZA Royale to continue then? I see. What an interesting turn of events. What, is there a problem? No. Rather, AZ had approached me as well to ask if the ZA Royale could be continued after its original purpose had been served. Perhaps he, better than any other, understood the value of engaging in Pokemon battles after such a long life spent watching others. Main Mission 38, the future of Lumio City. If you will give me but a moment. Attention, ZA Royal Operations Team. This is your green light to push the update to the app as discussed. The ZA Royal app has been updated. As you will see when you next check your app, you should now be registered to take part in the Infinite ZA Royale. The Infinite ZA Royale. Earn yourself a challenger's ticket and show it to the receptionist at Quasartico Incorporated for a chance to battle in a reward match. If you win the match, amazing prizes will be yours to keep. After each reward match, your ticket points will be reset to 0. I will inform the other ZA Royale participants about the update and our plans for this competition. Let me see. I suppose we might as well begin at once. We will kick it off this very night. You work fast as always, Vinny. So AZ wished for this to happen too. I wonder if there really are things you can only understand through Pokemon battles? We'll find out what those things are through the ZA Royale. I bet you're all ready. Starting now, we're rivals. It seems a marvelous future awaits us. As much as we work to improve the city itself, its people and Pokemon are what truly matter most. I hope the competition sparked by the ZA Royale will continue breathing new life into Lumio City. Alright, let's go do whatever we need to prepare. The Infinite ZA Royale awaits. Main mission, the Infinite ZA Royale. Recommend level 55 or above, the highest level wild zone in all of Lumio City. Am I in trouble now? Is that a Dragald? Oh my gosh. Hello, Gardevoir. Gardevoir. Oh no. no. Oh. Oh gosh. Of course. What? punta muna tayo sa Pokemon Center. Oh my gosh. I'll have you know that I won't only be running the Infinite ZA Royale, I will also be participating. Oh. Ah yes, I see you have a challenger's ticket. Would you like to take part in a reward match? Yes. Oh. If they call me Le Z Eternel, that's because Z is the ultimate. The end to all that comes before it. I'm challenged by Zack the Driver. Huh? What? Grabe, Master Ball. Grabe yung master ball. Gulat ako. We meet again. I would speak with you about AZ, but words failed me. How does one speak fittingly of such a man? It's tragic that after seeing so many others to their rest, he was alone when his time came. Still, I am glad for the conversations he and I had, however scant. Excuse me, but what did you talk to AZ about? About the agony of being unable to die. About his deeds, both good and heinous. Even though it was for the sake of peace, he did build Ange. Do you consider that a bad deed? Not necessarily, though the havoc it wreaked on Lumios is undeniable. The exact causality is unclear, but we can surmise that Ange's influence resulted in more wild Pokémon gatherings throughout Lumios, which led this city, built for humans, to become a place of harmony with these wild creatures. But now we have separated Pokemon and humans into different areas once more. I wonder, is it right that we keep each other at arm's length with these holotech barriers? Perhaps we will find another way. I look forward to seeing what the people of this city choose. Right. So, I have, of course, come here to tell you something. I'll get to it. After you and I spoke in Legendary Labs, more of my memory returned. And I recalled the existence of two beings. The one that gives and the one that takes. I wish that I could tell you more. I am sorry. For now, all I can remember are these epithets. But I have more to tell you. Zygarde has not shown itself since that eventful day. I imagine it exhausted its power and has now retreated somewhere to quietly recover. You understand what that means, do you not? There are none but you on whom I can rely. That being the situation, I will leave the rest up to you. Please, find the two I spoke of. What even was that? It's like that guy was trying to win a cryptic old man contest. He didn't give you much to go on, did he? Perhaps you could learn more from the people with connections to Team Flare? Got anyone in mind? Mabel at the research lab, and Grisham at Nouveau Cafe, I suppose. There you go. We'll be cheering for you. Main Mission 40. One that gives. Main Mission 41. One that takes. The only good thing we've got to offer is our location. You here for another nasty drink? Huh, Grisel, I do wish you wouldn't be quite so candid in your sales pitch. What? We saved the whole dang city with him. You think we still need to stand on ceremony? So what you want today? The same old fire blast roast? I want the one that gives. Ah, you speak of the legendary Pokémon Yveltal and Xerneas. Ugh, never thought I'd have to hear those names again. Thanks for yet another reminder of all the ways we messed up back in our Team Flare days. If you're facing either of those two, we'll help out. I hate the aftertaste of failure. Indeed, but if you aim to take on a legendary Pokémon, I think it would be wise to reach out to the good people of Quasartico first. Meet us at the Quasartico Incorporated building. Discussing this further without them won't get us anywhere, believe me. Here you are. We'd heard from Grisham that we should be expecting you. And I have an update of my own. Our teams recently detected some sort of flying object approaching Lumio City. We have since determined that this object is most likely the legendary Pokémon Yveltal. Yveltal is a real nasty piece of work. It nearly took out a whole Team Flare unit on its own, back when we tried to capture it to use for the ultimate weapon. And that was when it was its dormant state, mind you. We did finally manage to contain it thanks to the efforts of the very best trainers that Team Flare had to offer, including our former admin Malva. If our forces hadn't been so depleted by that foolish campaign, I doubt those children would have ever reached the ultimate weapon to stop it. This time, Quasartico Incorporated will be stepping in to help so you don't end up similarly overwhelmed. You see, Team Flare had a device that they used to train some of their team members. It was a battle simulator that could fully recreate Pokémon using holotech down to the details of how they moved and the effects of their attacks. Grisham and Grisel here had both experienced it for themselves, so we asked their input and built ourselves an improved version. Yes, we'd had to train against such a device back then as Team Flare's future leaders. But the monstrosity Quasartico's made is even worse than what Team Flare had come up with, making it the perfect tool with which to train for a great challenge such as this. MattJerome, I would like to ask you to battle once more against Victreebel, Hawlucha, and Tyranitar in their Rogue Mega Evolved states. The device is kept in the lower levels. We call it our Rogue Mega Evolution Simulator 3000. If you'll follow me, please. We can set you up to battle against the Rogue Mega Evolution Simulator from here. Which which Rogue Mega Evolution simulation would you like to battle? Very good, then I wish you the best of luck in your battle against it. Huh? A resounding victory. I'd expected no less of you, of course. Which Pokemon would you like to take on next? Halucha. A resounding victory. I'd expect no less of you, of course, and now there's only one Pokemon remaining. Superbly done, as was to be expected from one of our first ever ZA Royale champions. You are truly impressive to have so soundly defeated 3 rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon on your own, even if they were simulations. I guess it was pretty impressive. Yes, what is it? Understood. So the flying object we believe to be Yveltal has finally reached the borders of Lumio City. Please notify nearby residents. Civilians should be put on alert. I suppose you overheard all that you needed to. Yveltal has arrived. Oh my god. It appears to be headed for the roof of the Rouge District's Galeria de la Lune. Yveltal is said to be able to absorb life force. It represents death itself, meaning that simply defeating it in battle won't be enough. It'll just recover and fly into a rage. You absolutely have to catch it to control it. This will be a dangerous battle, but I have every faith in your ability. Meganium and the rest of your team should be all better now. We've detected Yveltal's life force. I suppose you must have found it. Yveltal is an extremely dangerous Pokémon. I trust that you will take care. And you know, you've got to catch it, right? It's a big job, but you ought to be up for it. You never stop surprising me. To think that you would be able to conquer even Yveltal. I just wanted to protect Lumios. Perhaps it's true that wanting something too much clouds the vision, sending one down paths that lead only to defeat. What are you going about now, Gris? Nothing at all. I was just thinking how wonderful it would be to have a serious battle against our friend here, who has subdued Lumios' mightiest Pokémon. Seriously, if there's a point here, would you mind getting to it? My point is only that my old fixation about restoring our honor held me captive to the past, and now I am focused wholly on becoming the greatest I can be. A better goal, I rather think. Yeah, I guess. Nothing wrong with that, huh? I prefer the look you get on your face when you're focused in battle. You almost look good. I think I also maintain a nice expression when I am dealing with our customers. Speaking of which, are we all ready for a nice coffee break? Alright, one piping hot cup full of props to you. I swear it's not just dregs we couldn't sell today. Main mission 41. One that takes. Complete. Oh, perfect. Greedy little imbecile, throwing even more budget at wild zones because now they're a hit with tourists? We can't handle that without more funding. This idiot of a mayor is going to be the death of me. Sure, things with Prism Tower have calmed down at last, but that doesn't mean there aren't other threats to Lumios. The signs are all there. Well, look who's here, the finest researcher in the entire Mabel stable. You must be something pretty annoying to ask me if you've come all the way to my office, right? Well, Lisandre did mention something. Here we go again. Even after years on the straight and narrow, I still can't escape my past. Alright, I guess I can't avoid it forever, so I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you what I know. There's a pair of legendary Pokémon in the Kalos region. The one that takes, otherwise known as Yveltal, and the one that gives, usually called Xerneas. I know quite a bit about the two since Team Flare tried its hand at capturing them both. Listen, I'm about to share something important, so I need you to pay attention here, kid. We've been getting some strange readings lately from the wild zones around town. If I had to posit a theory, I'd say it's almost like the areas have been bathed in Cernias's life energy. And with every wild zone where we've detected these weird readings, we've seen a certain kind of Pokémon appearing without fail. They are the alpha Pokémon, but not the usual kind. Something's not right about them. These anomalous alphas have to be connected somehow to Xerneas, to the one that gives. And even if they aren't, I guess we still ought to take care of them. Alphas always spell danger. I'm sure you can tell where this is going, right? Your new research task is to catch or defeat the anomalous alphas in Wild Zones 3, 5, and 9. Now, get to it. 3, 5, and 9. Wild Zone 3, 9, and 5. Okay. 3 first. Is that a Steelix? Okay. 3, 9, 5, and 9. there's a rainbow. Oh my god, there's a rainbow. Hmm? Pero yun lang yung nakita ko. Mas nagmukha na talaga siya ngayong Eiffel Tower. I mean, yung in real life. Ah, si Pangoro. Mm-hmm. I will probably be doing the infinite ZA Royale off the record, off the recording. So I'm mostly focusing on story stuff. And here's my little star researcher. See, tackling my tasks has trained you up to handle just about anything, wouldn't you say? Now then, looking at the data you collected, we're basically headed for disaster. Xerneas, the one that gives life, is beyond a doubt drawing close to Lumiose City. We can probably infer that the crisis with the tower triggered this behavior. The excessive mega power from the tower caused rogue mega evolution. And if Xerneas shows up, something similar could happen again. I mean, it has command of basically an unlimited pool of life energy. There's one way to make sure we avoid another disaster. Xerneas must be caught. It looks on track to appear in Wild Zone 11. And once it appears there, it'll be a problem for some outstanding trainer to deal with. By which I obviously mean you, not me. Baliktad, dun pala sa kabila. Looks like you've made contact with our target. You're up against Xerneas, one of the legendary Pokémon of the Kalos region. We need you to catch that thing. Huli! Ding ding ding, you sure did. And to the victor goes the spoils, meaning congrats, you got yourself a legendary Pokemon. Seriously, great work. When we found Xerneas 5 years ago, it was basically dormant in a tree-like state. It was a lot easier to secure like that, compared to what you just had to do. But even then, you could feel the life force just roiling around it. I had been researching Pokemon's life energy for ages, and I was still overwhelmed by that feeling. Seeing Xerneas again, after all this time, it's quite something. But look at me, still stuck here, forbidden from traveling about freely or leaving Lumios. Then there was all that mess with energy leaking from the tower and powering up wild Pokemon. That energy is probably even what caused all these wild Pokemon to flock to the city, wanting a taste. In short, things have been rough. But somehow we've managed to prevent even more trouble from befalling the Pokemon here. Looking at it that way, it's nice to know that my work for Team Flare wasn't a total waste. And you still haven't finished all the research tasks I wanted you to do for me either. So maybe you can take a breather today, but I'm still counting on you to get that work done. Main Mission 40, the one that gives, complete. Alright, I'm back here again. We now have Xerneas. And we now have Yveltal. Cool. We have a deer. Sige na, bibiling ko na. So, binili ko na yung mga Mega Stones. OA. Grabe. No! Heck no! Ano yun? Anyway, magba-bathroom break muna ako. Anyway, you guys, I'm back. And let's go. Nako, mag-uumaga na. Anyway, you guys, yan muna ang part 10 ng Pokemon Legends ZA, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Surely sa susunod na recording ko, huhulihin na natin si Zygarde. Ayan. Until next time, you guys. Ciao! Thank you.